Okay, 20 seconds. La-di-da. Okay, so I'm just gonna make this intro really quick. Last time I had some headphones that are a little bit defective. You can hear we're still in them, but the microphone doesn't work. And I'm thinking that if I use the microphone on the PlayStation camera, my voice isn't as loud, but it's not as booming. It doesn't have that effect. I know I've talked about Until Dawn, but I don't think I'm going to pick that up again right now, just because I got it at a bad time. I had all the overtime at work, yada yada. And when I finished, I just didn't feel like jumping back into it because it had been so long because I played it. So I'm going to start on this one. I did a little bit last night, but I didn't get to the first save point, so we're just going to start again. And for some reason, the audio on my voice isn't as good because my last video, I switched headphones. When I did, of course, it automatically went to the camera, and that sounded better to me, so we'll see.
So, is it all true?
What have you heard already?
That illness. It thickened the bones. It accelerated the healing process and tissue regeneration. Is that all true?
Every word.
But if that's what it was doing, why call it an illness?
The Lepidopterans made a nest out of the human body, where they could eat and multiply. An illness is what it is.
But then,
Where do you want me to start?
from the beginning.
I'm old, Mr. Manny. My memory is not one of my strong points.
Well, for example, why do they call you Madam Svenska?
A name is just a trace. It is our business card, our identifier. It presents us to the world. But does it tell our story or really describe who we are?
I swear I know 3 or 4 idiots with the same exact name.
Well, yes. But we are not made of that name. It is given to us. Other people choose it for us, whether it suits us or not. It doesn't tell us who we really are. That name will not give us any answers. It is only through growing old that we become the answer to the questions of our childhood. And living in Sweden the last 30 years has definitely inspired this affectionate moniker. And so, Madam Svenska, it is.
And yet you come back to Italy. Why?
Because I forgot. But I also forgot that I had promised to remember.
Tell me.
Please excuse me. Sometimes my memory needs to be jogged. There's always been a song that, as well as the name you refer to so much, has labeled my whole life, has given it a name, and it's from a name. If you can believe how bizarre and sometimes unbelievable my confused memories are to describe that all this began.
Okay, so this one I could hear it a little more. The volume wasn't so quiet. So there's some illness that they thought like helped the body like get stronger and live longer, I'm guessing. But then it ate away the body, whatever the leprechauns, not leprechauns, whatever she called it. And this part I don't like because the music is so much louder than the let's see if we can fix that really quick. No, I don't want to do that because I don't want the in-game like background music to be low. But this song is so much louder than they were when they were speaking, and I had to jump back and forth. I don't know the song. Sounds like somewhat old, but not. It sounds like a modern artist trying to like kind of get that feel. Remothered song. No, that's not what I want. So it's Marion Harris. Don't Leave Me Down. 1916. It is older. Wow. Oh great, and now it says I'll probably get it from copyright thing because of the song. I was looking to Marion Harris. Get it better, because it's not greatly rendered in this game, so we'll can hear it better when it's just a song. So almost to where we can start playing again. Yeah, so I was going to try and quickly get back to where I was. It shouldn't take long, because I know where I can explore and where I can't. I just noticed the heart. I don't think I noticed that last time. Okay, so we're almost to...
Looks like it's gonna rain again.
And then I turn up. Hold on. Yeah, I don't like the sound mixing in this game very well. I mean, I think it's still gonna be a fun game, but that's a flaw. So I'm gonna check out the things I did last time really quick. Now that I know what they are, I can go straight to them. So I'm paying more attention last night. I was tired, so I was trying to rush in a little bit. Celeste Felton missing 1971. I'm guessing that's around the time this game takes place. She was 13 years. And, well, I'm wondering because I don't know how old the poster is, because obviously it's faded out. And I don't recall ever saying, like, this is the year this game takes place. So I think the movie poster was down here at the end. I believe this is it right here. And of course, I think that's like a clock tower nod, as this game is supposed to be. I like that, in that kind of style. So I'm going to see if it actually lets me... No. Okay. So that gate doesn't work. I was wondering if... Because I don't think this was anything. No. Because last time I went to this gate first, I was wondering if that blocked that one from being used. Like there were multiple paths during, depending on what you did. Of course, some figures or some, what is it? Anxious when I feel it, some icons and mirrors. Which I'm sure mirrors, that's got to come into play. Be a notary.
Who is it?
Yes, hello. I'm Dr. Reed from the Santa Margarita Institute.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Felton is no longer a patient.
I know. This is why I'm here. Hello? Anyone?
I just noticed there are two people of note. That Fenton guy, the apparently notary that we're trying to help, whatever, and Gallo, I think it said. It's too dark to read it now, but I think that's what it said. So let's come in here. Okay, so I'm going to research the residence that Dr. Felton is completed. Get inside and meet Mr. Felton, or Dr. Felton. Okay, so I guess there is no... I didn't explore up here last time because I thought it went straight to the front door. There is no front door, so it looks like I have to go to the back. Okay, but I'm going to do this really quick because I don't think I'd ever came up here. There might be... Wait a minute. Oh boy. Oh, there is a front door. I'm kind of tempted to try it and see if anything's different. But since, I don't know, I'm tempted. I'm really tempted. But I think since originally I went to the back door, that's what we're going to do. But I just want to see if if she knocks and no one answers, or it's a different way into the house. I don't know. I might save my game and then do a quick video and see what happens. I think I might do that. Okay, here we got the the Weeping Angel kind of statue. Not an angel, but still. Okay, I think that's all I can really explore out here, besides getting to where we were last time.
Good evening.
Miss Reed, you already told me at the intercom, and as I already told you, Mr. Felton is no longer a patient at the Remothered
I know.
Institute.
I came here personally re-examining
Volume
your
is so up
case.
and down.
Causes, reagents. I strongly believe there are alternative ways and probably other experiments that are worth a try. I am fighting with the Institute to recognize there are other adequate remedies for your husband's
Oh,
pathology.
no, please. I'm just assisting him. I'm his nurse.
I didn't know.
It's okay. I suppose you want to talk to him.
Thank you.
I apologize for the darkness, but Mr. Felton's sight has been damaged and immensely compromised because of the disease. Anyway, I am Gloria. Oh, and please, refrain from smoking inside. Mr. Felton hates the smell of smoke.
Sorry.
So for now, I'm just gonna get the first save point because I want saved, and then later on tonight I'll do some more. But I just really want to get the first save point because I couldn't get there last time, and I'm having to start over. You would think that was it with the with the cutscene and loading, but apparently not.
Please, this way. Bad habit.
Smoking?
Yes, such a shame. You should quit. You have no idea how bad this is for you. Not only for your health, but it's also very expensive. Money and time wasted. I have so much to do every day. I couldn't waste time with such a bad habit.
So wait a minute. In my last video, because I didn't get quite this far, there were 2 cigarettes already in the ashtray before the doctor snubbed hers out. So who else is smoking if the nurse isn't? I mean, I'm sure there are other people in the house. Obviously there are. They're crazy, but I just wonder who else is smoking.
Do you assist Mr. Felton all day?
Oh no, from midday to 8 p.m. Then I go back home. I live near here. If needed, he can contact me with a pager, but that's not often. His wife takes care of him when I'm off.
What can you tell me about her?
I met her just a couple of times. She's usually out or locked in her bedroom when I'm here. Let's say they don't seem to get along.
I didn't know.
But, you know, when she's home, she listens to the same music, the same song, over and over.
So I'm wondering, I thought originally that, because this go 2 ways, this could go at least 2 ways. Either, as I originally thought, the woman we're playing as is the woman from the beginning. And I'll have to look at, I'm sure I can watch the video, and I don't think I ever called her by name. She might have. The guy in the chair called her Miss Svenska, which was the nickname. But I have to check and then see when the doctor says her name with the same person. I should be paying more attention. And if that's true, then the wife song is somehow playing into that, and that's what goes back to the memory. Or the wife is the old woman at the beginning. It's definitely like a southern, kind of almost southern plantation style to it.
This way, please. Mr. Felton will be here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Definitely don't go to the main menu. Let's see if we can explore around before he gets here. Yeah, it's not gonna let me leave the room. I don't think so. Watch him bust in and scare the hell out of us. Mr. and Mrs. Felton's farm, Rosso Gallo, closes. Danger of contamination. Wyman and the Feltons indicted for alleged criminal activity against consumers and production employees. October 2nd, 1970. The Rosso Gallo, which was, Gallo was the other name on the, fucking, plaque or whatever at the gate. Product Gallows closed due to suspected contamination. It has been reported that many products have been affected by toxic pollen. Oh, please don't tell me this is happening shit. That could cause the cause of severe parasitosis. The owner, Ariana Gallo, top right, I can't really see her. Her husband, the notary Richard Felton. So, I guess they just kept their names. It's kind of weird. Bottom right. You can't see him very well. Maybe that's on purpose. And company's partner, Albert Elias Wyman, large picture, cannot kind of see him, are under investigation. The latter has been allegedly accused by Felton himself of having used the company to carry out pharmaceutical experiments, taking advantage of corporate funds at his will. Indeed, the warning came from the residents at the company's headquarters, the Ashmans. That's a very old and, not threatening, but what's the morbid, I guess, sounding name? The Ashman Manor, who managed the building and supervised harvesters. The sisters of the adjoining convent. Photo, again, can't see. Among the reported symptoms, painful ulcers, vomiting, proliferation of parasites, and in some cases, keratosis, photosensitivity. Following the heavy allegations, both the Feltons and the Ashmans received numerous threats from Wyman himself, who has been removed from the Order of Physicians today. Wyman stated that he was shocked by the charges and pointed his finger to his former business partner, Richard Felton. He personally funded me. It is worth noticing that Felton himself, like his father, promoted and funded the Phenoxyl Project, a drug for which Wyman himself was nominated for the prestigious Medicine Award in 1957. but that was retired from the market a few years later due to the disastrous side effects. Meanwhile, even at Felton's house, which was used as location for product distribution, the activities ceases. Should be the activities cease. Anyway, as a result of scandal, the Ashmans and Feltons also broke off any kind of relationship. As a matter of fact, the Ashmans claimed a substantial. Why can't I read? Substantial. Jesus. Refund for the damage they suffered because even their substantial. I cannot read. Jeez. This text is so small. Even their children have been affected as a consequence, used unaware. Oh, what the fuck? Have been affected as a consequence, as used as unaware test subjects. Jesus, and that's the Feltons. So, to the children, the Ashman's children, the Feltons use them as test subjects. I think what it's saying. The authorities assume that the contamination has developed from the groundwater, not only used for the irrigation of nearby plantations, but also as a common source for the Ashmans and the 12 sisters of the nearby monastery. So, I'm going to register myself again to make sure I understand it. So basically the Feltons were experimenting, okay, Wyman, yes. They blamed Wyman. I think it's probably them. Ashmans did their... from the who managed it. They built, the Ashmans did the building. They managed stuff at the main headquarters. Of course, they believe, when I can read, that the Feltons were experimenting on their children. There's a drug that was praised at first, had some bad side effects, and yeah. And apparently it takes forever for this old man to get here, because I've been reading this for a while. Oh, Lord Jesus. He's gonna come in and scare the shit out of us. She's looking at that picture.
Do you believe in God, miss?
Well, it would be too easy, wouldn't it? I believe in people's willpower. Everything else is not God, but an aptitude or mankind's cruelty.
This is the kind of fairy tale I prefer at my age. When you're worn out from an incurable disease, you start having some doubts. Why is there so much life in such small but lethal creatures? An arbiter, that's all we need.
For what? It's wrong and crazy. It's human nature.
That same nature in which we are equals to those ants eating each other. But, pardon me, I forgot my manners. Please, sit down. Dr. Reed, I suppose?
Sorry, Mr. Felton. Pleased to meet you.
So you already met Gloria?
Yes, she let me in.
She's a great reference, extremely hardworking, but back to us. I don't recall seeing beautiful doctors like you at the Institute, Dr. Reed.
I am flattered, Mr. Felton. I arrived at the Institute just a few months after you left. And you left because?
Inadequacy of the sanitary treatments within the structure.
That's right. And in a few words?
In a few words, they didn't know how to treat my case, and they left me there to die.
But it seems that other issues took over.
I once or twice refused to go through exams.
Mr. Felton, is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, Gloria. Yes, see if Dr. Reed needs anything.
Oh, no.
May I offer you a cup of tea or coffee? Espresso?
No, thank you.
As you wish. How about you, Mr. Felton?
No, thank you. I'll keep entertaining our guest. You can go now.
That don't really sound like it was right there.
You're diagnosed? 1958?
Yes, indicatively. Some friends and I contracted the disease while traveling to Egypt, and it got worse.
In addition to the disease, the first exam showed some inconsistency. Some hormonal deficiency? Overdose of non-prescribed drugs, opiates? Phenoxyl? Wasn't it recalled in the mid-60s?
Doctor, don't you think that nowadays there are ways to obtain drugs without any prescription?
I believe so. According to your file, you still receive your disability pension. Even better, it seems that the beneficiary is your wife, Ariana Gallo.
Exactly. She's the one who takes care of me when Gloria is off.
How about your daughter?
My daughter? Celeste has never come back home.
Disappeared. She was adopted, am I right?
The investigators confirmed that she intentionally left. They never suspected a kidnapping since there was no ransom request.
How about Weeman? Wasn't he a suspect?
A flash in the pan, an idiot who brought confusion by sending warnings and threats.
And her birth parents?
Dr. Reed, young girls often decide to just go. And this is what my daughter decided to do.
Jennifer.
What did you say?
At times, you'd call her Jennifer.
No, my
Mr.
daughter...
Felton, what has really happened to your daughter?
I just told you.
How about the off-the-record version?
I am not sure where you're trying to go with this, but I won't tolerate... I don't have the strength for this now.
I know you've been trying to forget her, but this picture might help you to.
What is this? Where did you get this picture?
Isn't she your daughter? Celeste, or as you called her? Jennifer?
I asked you a question.
Back of the picture says Jennifer.
There is no Jennifer!
You thought I was stupid, didn't you, Mr. Felton? Do you really think I'd come here without knowing what I'm talking about?
Who are you, and why did you come here? Did you come to my home to threaten me with your condescending
Threatening
tone?
you? So maybe I should ask your wife then.
She's not home.
Seems like she is.
Mr. Felton, I just talked to the director of the Institute on the phone. They have never heard of Dr. Reed. She is not what she claims to be.
Well, Miss Reed, if that is your real name, your time here has ended. Please, leave my property. Miss Gloria will escort you out.
No,
Please
no.
follow me.
Something's
Mr.
bad's gonna
Felton,
happen.
please, tell me what you did to your daughter!
Good evening.
Follow me.
So was this Celeste the name on the missing poster?
Mr. Felton.
Yeah, this is the Felton's. Like, she's Reed, or she says she is. I've always wanted to use that line though. Such and such.
You know
If that's
the
your real, that's your real name.
You even...
How do I do what?
How do you even sleep at night? You use people's lives regardless of the pain you cause. The Feltons have been through a lot. And they are good people.
Gloria, a young girl disappeared.
We all know the story, unfortunately. A burden that the Feltons will have to carry for the rest of their lives. Celeste just left them.
If that was the case, there was a motivation behind it. And it threatened her life.
Okay, so I looked it up real quick on that video, and it says you can save it glowing mirrors, but apparently the first save point is a bit of a ways into the game, so. And that was the same thing I didn't like about, I like the game, but near Automata, I didn't like how you got to forever to get the first save point. Like, I can understand not having autosave, because games used to not do that. Put a save point in there early in the game. Is she going to attack? Because obviously we know she, yeah, not a good idea, lady. It's not really a glowing mirror, but maybe now that I have it, I can use it. It's glowing, but it's not really a mirror. And that's the worst fucking place to hide a key. Anybody's gonna be able to find that. Well, never mind. I walked away from it. Some creaky ass door. Yeah, lady. She's definitely trying to figure out what happened to the kid. I don't think she's. I'm gonna guess she's not with the police. Maybe she's some kind of reporter, freelance, trying to get to the bottom of the truth. That's not that long. The comments, it seemed like forever. So, yeah, we got to the first save point. So what I wanted to get to, so I'll be back on later tonight, most likely. And we'll probably get to some really creepy shit, so, till then.